Start now.
Okay, I have the Baumuller Rush Job here. To explain my setup, I have my feedback cable from the motor. I have a jumper hanging here that will be used for the enable. I have my speed command, 2 wires coming into the unit. One is just a ground return to my isolated power supplies, and the other is to the speed potentiometer. I have the output wires connected to both a set of bulbs for visual as well as the motor. And lastly, I'm feeding it with only 208 single-phase power, which will cause a 40% reduction in the capability of the drive. But this is just to show the fact that no current limit, no faults occur at any point in this test. At this point, I'm just going to turn on the isolated 220 for the controller. Now I'm turning on the single-phase 220 for the bus. We've noticed that at this point I have a green light saying the drive is ready and a yellow light indicating it's not enabled yet. There are visually no faults apparent. The drive came right up. I will now close my enable. And we can visually see the bulbs flashing as well as the motor moving. Again, no faults. This is a fairly stout, it's a 4.7 kilowatt motor. I'm now going to command a fairly large speed command on it. We can see the bulbs come up to full power. We can see the motor spinning nicely. Again, absolutely no faults displayed whatsoever. I have not been able to make this drive fault yet this morning. Just reversed it and brought it up to full speed in the opposite direction. Again, we have very smooth, very clean motion, good output from the bulbs. I've also looked at it with the scope. There are no distortions, nothing wrong. At this point, I can find no failures or no problems with this drive whatsoever. Additionally, I have checked the contact relay, the ready relay. It is properly closing. The only input not being used is the current limit reduction input. But of course the issue is that apparently you're not getting enough current, but I have no issues here on the bench whatsoever. Here the drive is running just off of the balance point for a visual. You can see the bulb still displaying the PWM output, still good motion, absolutely no faults. I'll now bring it to a complete stop. We can see the fixed display on the bulbs, motor steady. Again, no faults whatsoever.
All right.